I love my baby, and I asked her, hey, let's watch a new TV show. So I recommended Ozark.
Sorry. Hey.
You're a fucking liar, and I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you if you don't tell me.
And I think Ozark is a great show. And then we started to watch it.
If you want to stop me, you're gonna have to fucking kill me!
Nudity ruins TV shows and movies. Let me tell you why. I don't think this should be a controversial topic. I didn't remember, and I think this is a key takeaway. I didn't remember how many sexual and nudity scenes were in season 1, especially the stripper scenes. And I was wondering, why do movies do this, specifically when they don't need to? Let me explain. Chapter 1, not worth remembering. If you think back to all your favorite TV shows and movies, do you think about the sex scenes? Do you think about the nudity? I doubt it. If you do, I don't know what to tell you, but I personally don't. And maybe to each their own, but I remember the story. I remember the acting and how it made me feel.
Why do you fear the past? You are Isildur's heir, not Isildur himself.
And I remember the intense passion and love that the artists and director and cinematographers put into the movie. I'm thinking about Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, Studio Ghibli, Disney movies. There are countless movies that capture your heart, that don't shove a sex scene in your face. Now, I'm not saying that sex scenes are not good tools to show intimacy and human connection. I think tastefully done, it can convey that very well. But what I am trying to tell you is that you're not gonna remember when you look back on your favorite TV shows and think, yeah, I remember that sex scene. It was so vital to the storyline. And that's one of my key takeaways for chapter 1. Why do we need them? What's their purpose? And isn't it better to leave things to the imagination?
I lost Gwen. She was my MJ. I couldn't save her.
Isn't it better to build that romantic tension between the love interests? I think it looks so much more classy and captures your heart because it's not worth remembering. If you look at all your favorite movies, Studio Ghibli, Princess Mononoke, even Game of Thrones, which is scattered with sex scenes, you're not going to be thinking about the sex scenes. And maybe those are things you enjoyed, but I personally didn't. I fell in love with the characters. I fell in love with the struggle. And I fell in love with the love, with gestures of kindness and romance. So that's chapter 1. It's not worth remembering. There are so many things that could replace that scene, that could intensify the story. And I would wager a bet that if you removed all nudity or sex scenes from movies and TV shows, that they would still work and possibly even add more tension to the love interests, keeping them more romantic. And there's something about when a couple or a love interest want each other so bad, but they can't have each other. Don't get me wrong. I think human intimacy and sex and making love are one of the most beautiful things when you do it with someone you care about and love. But if you don't care about the protagonist and it starts off with them having sex with someone, that's the same thing as starting the TV show off with them crying. If I don't have a contextual reason of why that character is crying, I'm not going to feel sad. And the same thing with a movie. You have to build that heartbreak up. And I think that when movies tastefully don't show any intimacy and leave it and build that tension, and they're like, they just want to kiss, they just want to hold hands, and they can't even do that, that's worth remembering. It's not that they get there, but it's the journey of them getting there. The falling in love, the little love notes, the tension that they hold between each other, and that desire to be with each other that I remember so much. Not when they finally kiss, which is very important, but all the struggles they go through just to be together. And I relate to that because I love my partner so much, and I'm in a long distance relationship. And we keep our relationship alive through communication, no physical touch. And as much as I would love to hug her and kiss her and be with her forever, love is truly, truly something that transcends physical contact. Chapter 2, The Joy of Innocence. Now when you think of Lord of the Rings, when you think of Disney, when you think of Nickelodeon or Studio Ghibli, there are so many movies and TV shows that tastefully bring a plate of innocence to you and remind you of what it means to be a pure human being. And pure in the sense that you're raw, you are untouched by the cruelty of the world. And being a kid and looking at things with a clean perspective and an unadulterated, pure perspective, which we all have. I think we all carry that innocence with us. Keeping that innocence with you is so fun. And Studio Ghibli accomplishes this so perfectly. I believe that Mr. Miyazaki never sexualizes his females. And the love scenes and the hugging scenes and the romance feels so full of innocence. A tenderness, a beauty to it that adds to the story very, very, very well, making that innocence so fun to just consume. I believe that content that makes you feel young and youthful and innocent is so powerful. I wish that more TV shows and movies incorporated this youthful and pure and innocent take on love. I think that would add to the storyline. I don't think it's necessary. And if you do think it's necessary, please write in the comments why you think that it's so beneficial. Chapter 3, How it impacts the world. We grew up understanding that media deeply affects culture, pop culture, how we see things, how we see the world. And I think one of the most powerful things is media, movies and TV shows, art, Instagram, YouTube. It influences everyone. Our role models, our imaginations, our fantasies, fundamental ideas that we carry with us until old age. Our concepts of love, friendship, feelings, anger, how we dress, what we eat, media influences us so deeply and so profoundly. And I would like to correlate that putting a lot of sexual scenes right off the bat in the first scene, or sexualizing female or male bodies so much that it takes away from the storyline. If it adds to the storyline, I could understand that. But if it's just in abundance, it just doesn't make sense, and it takes away from the storyline just because it's a cheap thrill, I think hurts society. And I know that's a huge stretch. You're like, dude, this is just a movie, it's just a TV show. I don't think so. Like Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, Studio Ghibli, Disney. How many movies do you carry within your heart? How many movies and TV shows do you reference? And how many of the personality traits you have derive from a TV show, or jokes that you carry from memes or YouTube, or a popular content creator that you like and admire? You adapt their perspective on the world, and they influence you whether you like it or not. And if they don't influence you and you think you're in a bubble, I know that they influence your friends, what they watch, what they laugh at, the memes that they share with you, how they want to spend a date with you, what they think romantic means, what they believe sex means to them, and how they see that in your relationship. Chapter 4, How I think they should do it. If I were to film a movie, I would film it like Lord of the Rings or Studio Ghibli or a million other TV shows and movies that don't show the actual scene. They imply it, where they may show them underneath the bedsheet covers or the intense tension building up. And then it just cuts to the next day. It leaves things to the imagination. And leaving things to the imagination is more powerful than you think. Because if you show something to someone, then it's defined in a box. But if you leave it for interpretation, it could be infinite. And the love that they have between them could be so profound to you. As it grows, the TV show encourages you to fall in love with these two people, the love interest of the movie. And they build the tension, and that payoff just feels so good. This is just my opinion, obviously, and I would love to know what you think. Do you believe that if we removed all sex scenes or nudity from movies and television shows, that it would negatively or positively affect the movie or TV show that you're watching? Comment down below on what you think. And maybe a lot of people won't watch this video, but I would like a world where we don't have the nudity and sex scenes in movies, just like Disney, just like Studio Ghibli, Lord of the Rings. There are so many tasteful and amazing movies that don't include them. And I think it's beautiful. And I would encourage that more directors and cinematographers and story writers and content creators take a more innocent and pure take on love than perpetuating a sexual, lustful, tasteless, and cheap thrill just to entertain a very unique niche type of audience. I don't know. You let me know what you think.